Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to a new guitar lesson that I'm hosting here. Thank you so much for watching some of these lessons. Thank you for buying a couple of the PDFs that I have there. The links are down below for you to follow along and just get the most out of learning whatever said topic we're working on. So today I'm going to get you started on sweep picking, and it's one of the easiest ways I've found to teach other students, and it's a way I kind of started, but then of course like I tweaked it over the years, and I just thought it would be a great one to show y'all and to break it down, make it as easy as possible for, just about anyone to understand. So I'm going to pull up my PDF here. Perfect. Okay. So guys, the PDF is available down below. It does help the channel for less than a cup of coffee. Check it out. You can always just follow along like this. But if you have the PDF, it'll help you out a whole lot more. Gives you, all the shapes and numbers and tabs. The GPX file will also be included on that. Okay, so you can play along with it, you can slow it down, etc., etc. if you have Guitar Pro. Cool, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and learn some sweep picking. So what I want you to do first is let's get a nice amp tone, okay, good tone, and also we're gonna go ahead and use the neck pickup on a guitar. That's usually one of the better things to do. Okay, so we're basically the first idea is we're gonna get some good tone. I like something like this. It's not too high gain and it has some reverb to it. It adds like this nice ambience to it. So like for example, okay, you can also go with a clean tone. Let me see if I can make it clean here. Okay, that also works. I would practice them both ways, okay? But just for right now, because we're kind of excited, let's try adding some gain. Just pull it back just a little bit. We don't want it too hot. And add a little bit of reverb, okay? It makes it sound cool, gives it this nice sustain, this nice ambiance, okay? All right, so first of all, the most important thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on getting down the three patterns, okay? What I would consider like the three main patterns, at least for what we're doing right now. So the main pattern first, we're gonna stick to A minor. So that means we're gonna go to the 10th fret because that's our A. This is gonna be our root. Anything on the second string for today's lesson is gonna be our root. So A minor would be 10 on second string, or at least the A note, excuse me, A note. Now, to make this minor, we're going to go minor third. So we're playing a C note on the 8th fret, first string. And then we're going to play E on the 12th fret of the first string. I don't care if you're sweep picking right now, just play those three notes. Get familiar with that tone. 10, 8, and 12. In our case, in the PDF, it's going to be, you could play them in any order, okay? So in the PDF, it says 12, 8, 10, 8, okay? I'm not worried about the right hand right now, okay? Just let's make sure we got those notes. Okay, so that's a minor sound, okay? So it's kind of important. You don't have to know theory, but I would say you want to know it just a little bit. So you have the A, C, E. That's your A minor chord. Okay, A minor arpeggio. To make this major, very, very simple. Okay, don't get lost with all the verbiage, guys. Don't freak out if you're not completely following. Get the patterns down, and then it'll all start making sense. So we're gonna try A major. All we do, we have 10 still because we need A. It's our root, and then instead of C on the 8th fret, we're going to go to the 9th fret for C sharp. happy, right? And then 12 on the first string. So that's major, and here's minor. Cool? Okay, one more pattern. We're not going to use too much, but it's not a bad idea to know it. Okay? We're going to play A, on that 10th, but this time I want you to use third finger. Okay, notice I was using second finger a bit more to make that. I want you to use third finger here, and I'll show you why. Now we're going to go 8, and instead of 12 this time, we're going to go 11. That's diminished sound, okay? That's a diminished arpeggio. Okay, so again, all three, and again, these are available on the PDF. I'm not trying to make you buy it, but it helps, okay? We've got the minor, major, and diminished. Cool, so now that at least maybe you're a little familiar with that, at least under your ear, you don't have to remember all these names, but like I said, it's kind of helpful. Eventually you do, as a musician, as a guitarist, you want to know these terms, okay? You want to become musically literate, okay? You want to be able to communicate with other musicians. You don't have to be all educated with a graduate degree in music from Berkeley. Like, it doesn't matter, okay? But you want to have at least these basic terms now. All right, so what we're going to do is I want you to get used to plucking. We're going to start with 12, and I want you to pluck upward. Okay, that's it. 12 upward. Now we're going to pull off to 8 because we're going to play A minor first. We're going to pull off. So I'm going to go pluck up, pull off. Okay, let's try that together. Cool. And then we're going to pluck downward on 10. One more downward, back on 8, first string. Okay, so slowly, it's 2 parts, right? We're going to pluck upward, pull off. Then the next part is down on 10 and 8. Okay, so slowly but connected sounds like this. If you want to take it faster, it starts sounding kind of cool, but of course you want to pump the brakes first. Make sure you get that pick. The picking is the most important part. Up, down. Okay? It's pretty cool, and it gets easy once you start picking up the speed. Once you start really getting it on your fingers, it's easy. And I'm no sweep picking master or champion or whatever, man. I don't even sweep pick that much. Like, I really don't. I play country music, so it's just not a big thing that I use on the regular. Okay, cool. But you're gonna get used to it. Take it slow and get that pattern. Up, pull off, down, down, up. Pull off, down, down, up, pull off, down, down. The important thing is you practice this with a metronome and you make sure that it's always even. Okay, the notes need to be even. I don't want this like. Okay, I find a lot of beginners, a lot of maybe intermediates even will get into that rut. We want to make sure it's. Cool. All right. Excuse me. So same thing with major. Okay. All we do is we bring index this way to the fretboard, right down the fretboard to 9, and keep our second finger in the same spot and pinky in the same spot. Cool. Diminished as well. This time just the shape changes as we mentioned before. We have 11, 8. So 11, pull off to 8. And 10. That one you're not going to use so much. It's still pretty cool though. It sounds pretty cool. And maybe later on in another video, I'll show you some tricks to that. All right. So in our PDF, we have a couple of examples here. We've got here. So our first example. There's not a whole lot of examples, but it's enough to get you started. It's enough to get you excited too. Okay. So for example, or let me show you this first example. I'm going to play it, and then I'm just going to make sure. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. I have it here. I'm going to show you what it sounds like. Not too fast, just a nice tempo, okay? Here it is. Pretty cool, right? And it's something to kind of like have your friends be like, hey, what was that? I remember I think I was a junior in high school when I learned to do that. And it's kind of like, oh, hey, that's cool. Took me a long time, okay? But you know, it's something really cool that, hey, that actually sounds cool, you know, that's sounding good. So what we're doing here is we're going A minor, and then we go to G major. So what we do is we shift down and we play a major arpeggio on the 8th fret. See, this is my 8th fret, so this is G major. And then what we do is we take that exact thing, move it down 2 frets, and then we move this down 1 fret to E major. And excuse me, this was F major. We move it down 1 fret to E major. Okay, so you have A minor one more time. We go to G major. Down 2 to F major. Down 1 to E major. Okay, now the tricky thing might be the shifting. Okay, the important thing is that your pinky is landing where it needs to be right on time. Okay? Because that's obviously the first note, right? Okay? So that's important. So pause this video, practice what we have so far, okay? That's why this is in video format. Practice what we've got so far. And then you could take it to the next level. You could probably make it better than what I'm doing. All right, next example. We've got, it's very similar, but it has this kind of cool walk up at the end. Okay, and I really like it. I think it's pretty cool. So check it out. So once you've mastered the first example, try this one out. So I'm gonna play at moderate speed, nothing too fast. So we're gonna start off A minor. So you have this cool walk up, okay? And again, on the PDF, it has it all. So basically, we're playing E for 2, I guess 2 go-arounds. That makes sense. So that's 2, right? 1, 2, and then we're gonna go up to F major for 1, and then G major for 1, and then we go back to A minor. Okay. Yeah, now you're ripping, huh? Sounds pretty cool. So practice that so far, guys. It takes time. Be patient. Okay. It takes time. This thing probably took me like 3-4 months, man. I was what, 16, 17 at the time. So yeah, it takes some time. So don't flip out, man. All right, and we have one bonus example on the PDF. Okay, it's kind of a new sweeping shape, but it's nothing too crazy, okay? Don't worry too much. Check this out. So we're gonna try A minor again. I know we've done a lot of A minors. In the next videos, there's gonna be more chords, different things. The important thing is you know minor from major, okay? And maybe a little bit of diminished. Not that widely used, okay? Anywho, we've got A minor. Now what I want you to do is stretch that pinky up just 1 fret and everything else stays the same. First finger stays on that 8th fret, second finger stays on 10, okay? So you have this cool kind of voice leading. You have this. It's kind of cool, right? So the example basically goes A minor. This is technically an F major chord, okay? Just an inversion of it. Then we'll go to G major. Then we go back to A minor. Okay, so at a moderate speed, sounds like this. Okay, got nervous. I'm playing in front of too many people. But anyways, you get the idea, right? So all we do, stretch out that pinky. Now there's a couple of ways to practice all of this, okay? You can do just how I've been doing. You can also palm mute, okay? Palm muting is also a pretty cool sweeping effect. It sounds pretty clean and it makes it a bit more percussive, okay? But, you know, to each their own. You might like it, you might not. It's cool. I don't really have a preference personally, but, you know, that's just me, man. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I had a lot of fun doing this one, man. Had a lot of fun. Let me know if you guys like these lessons. Let me know if I do more. Um, support the channel, guys. Check out Zzounds.com. You know, I'm always talking about them. And here's my baby. But yeah, you guys have a nice night. I'll see you in the next lesson. You know, I like these. Enjoy. God bless. Take care.